Yesterday we thought we have collected more than 5,000 samples. All in all, only 600 results came. The challenge that we are facing here is huge. It is over well. We started receiving 32 illegal entry. This border, we have 13 illegal entry points.
COVID-19 have brought for us many challenges.
Like when you go to funeral places, we are still backward.
3/4 of the population here are not highly educated on COVID-19.
So, what are you going to say to Gaini? You are working.
There's no awareness though.
Eastern Equatoria Youth Conference, which Eastern Equatoria Youth COVID-19 Awareness Mobile is under it. We came with this team from Juba, and we have started this process since March, since the 14th of March. That's when we had a press statement with the National Youth Union. We are looking at hotspot areas. We are looking at urban centers with much population. We look at hotspot areas, the border points, especially Sertenia, Kogen, Nimule, we look at Torit, and we look at also Nadapan. So we are here to let the authority of the state know of our being here, and we provide the documents. We managed to meet 3 of our ministers, national ministers in Juba. We met Honorable Jospin Lagon, we met Jospin Lago, we met Henry Odua, and we were supposed to meet also Minister of National Security, Butu Mahmoud, but there was no time enough. But when we go back to see meeting, we met the Minister of the National Government, the Speaker of the National Government, and also we met the former Governor of Kokwete State. So we are trying to mobilize this support as our leaders. They should give back to the community. So we came here as well. We were driving around town. We saw some need. There is great needs among our communities, especially in the funeral places. We went into one funeral places. We were so surprised that there was 0 social distance. People are still greeting like nothing happened. So we remind them that this virus in Juba right now, the death rate is increasing. And we are afraid that if it gets here, it might be something very terrible. So that's why we are here. We donated buckets. We managed also to provide some food stuff for them. To support in that funeral, we gave soap, and we gave them also the message on COVID-19. So we are here, Honorable SG, we are here to ask for your cooperation, ask for your permission to allow us serve our people, to allow us reach out to the communities, and to allow us also speak on our behalf, so we can get enough resources to implement these activities. Because
See, there was a traditional function called Alam. Huh? Yeah, the communities went, they mobilized themselves, and then we sent information to the king to see that this thing is not conducted until such a time when it is possible. They resisted, the community. The leadership of the community said no, they cannot depart from this. This is their custom. The ceremony was arranged, drinking was provided, people were just enjoying amidst this COVID-19. So anyway, you as the youth, you also take your part. Take your part. You go. Anyway, however, I allow you, you go. Make the feast.
Purpose of coming here, we actually received the COVID-19 pandemic awareness, becoming serious with this. And the youth of Eastern Equatoria State Youth think that we better come up and inform our people.
Like things like microphone, banners, stickers around, appreciate those efforts. Those are, I think, within your jurisdiction of information. you can help us also in coordinating so that we can also get that support.
Our youth on the ground should also have a lead to give this message to the people. What is very much important is giving the rightful information to the people. Here we are looking at, we want to reach, most of those areas which are not yet reached, we want to reach there. In any case, that is the provision. Because the major challenge that we are going to have is now the means to reach those places.
And trying to disseminate the message as far as in the counties and even the towns. I think in brief, I'm also giving a chance to the team leader.
So we are here mainly to your office to ask you to approve us as a Ministry of Information so that we can have access to the radio stations. Anything that we talk from here should be approved. You tell us a language that we should be used, something that will not turn against us, because we know how people twist information. So we are here to let you know, and with your permission, to give us that permission to continue doing our activities, especially on the media. With all these pictures we are taking, we are going to use it properly, and this will give credit to the state. We are here to supplement the work of the government.
To read here, as one of the members mentioned, like when you go to funeral places, we are still backward. We are still using our bad cultural practices. We are still using it, especially the youth. I really appreciate the effort that the youth has come up with, since from Juba up to here. Because these people, some are having no radios. Even if you give the awareness over the radio, they will not get it. Which means you have to reach all the corners of Eastern Equatoria State. But nevertheless, because you are doing the work, saving the life of people, just briefly, I will say you go on with your activities. The Ministry of Information, Culture, Youth and Sports is ready to offer for you a radio station where you will give your awareness.
As we are maintaining the social distance here inside here, so we are doing it. But the challenge came, the social distance may not be accurate, especially when they are inside the prison, because sleeping, the place where they are sleeping, since the court are still operational, so it becomes very hard now. So the social distance we are talking about, it is observed outside. But when time comes for them to go inside and sleep, so I think there are some time. That's where we got a challenge.
Anaja mo inda anaja si moduta coronavirus. Ayan aljabi akap ti udutan na ti junub kulaya kulu. Zaman tayan vi ya jama mafi kan mafi fi sunu dar kinna fi zubado musu dar kinna musunu ya zaman kinno gifu o kin annan na gigeni ita nas da gifke fi fer minimo musu kasande bikunza kan do musu bujata kasma ama agita mikasma gada nutu bikasma tazon magada nutu fikisin tazon
sana bukun bigeni video ada sekum leiri nasulu beit minzuru kedesol magari minzuru mako ya wakit onimret nin so fi modal tum gonus fi modal ta moyo wala fi modal ta gwat zede itum barvini itum benafsa itum tim ta coronavirus tum barom gani sunu makal de dei ha zo fi zede na bukun control fuste na kef
yala atani kama na nina jibu leta hol sabuni ikuti fi mata kujeli kanzo kile mleta kaslita mata domo leta
كويس فكده هنا بودي شكر للشعب والشباب شكرا لكم شديد. So we appreciate for your coming, and we still have a hope that you move even to the interiors. You don't only sit here, because you are only addressing people within the town. But if there's some possibility, you can even go to the interior, go to the bombers, you go and address them. The social life at the village is not the same as here in the town. So, and some people will take advantage. They say, no, we are in the village, we don't have any problem, and yet we have people who are moving all over. So let's at least, by advocating, I think people will now come to know and understand.
Ayande bijabe hawa shata kangigeni geri tangonu bikote ma indu de indu kanta ngeni geri sala ta habisu zolbe ngeni taki terel geta makasu dente indu ayande zol daka biligo
Then in the morning, get water, have some salt, also have some mobilized salt. Every morning you have to mobilize salt. If there is water, you pour. So get the water. Any person who passes or who is buying something like this, because this is very heavy. Then they are moving kali sasa. Kasu zote za kontrol biwaje, aida huko biwaje de kikristo you deal later. They are muslim. Aja nananda minta kunde saba kanita ama komiti aleta kunde nato mala alikutu aje de fogere kana sia zote kitala 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 kile du afisa yala saba kitala kama kigozo moyo sabuni kama ya de sado kutuna sikika sikika akana ilma moru ibara kidogo munu ya zama ayande kidogo ya zama saja kile kuna del ni minita
Belala, Madero, creo que sí, tampoco, no que sí, ya me fijaré. Estaba el niño que no, no, kuja bilibini. Yala ndak debe nakalubela.
Ulisema aje? Okay.
And we were worried, of some other things, because when we hear from the radio that people should avoid staying together, and we are afraid of our children. They are together here, and then how can we separate them from here? It will be very difficult for me to say masks.
Masks, yeah.
But these masks, it's very, and gloves. So I think the number is very big.
What is the total number?
320.
It's over 300, then they will obviously need more buckets.
Yes, and the soap. Soap is very
more buckets and soap. And
we came here to also visit our sisters, which is an orphanage, by the way, and we thank God that our elder here and the administration that are taking care of these orphans in the best way they could. But when we came here, we didn't expect this large number, but you have seen the number is large, and they need a lot of resources. So we also call upon the partners, the government itself, to support this orphanage, because these are the future respected leaders of South Sudan. Among them, we could be having president, ministers, doctors. So we need to support them. And I call upon all those who are around to reach those who in South Sudan to come and visit this orphanage and contribute something little. Whether you bring £100 or 20,000, it can make a difference. This is how we do it.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get...
I'm Grace Solomon, a player from Gambut Wanderers. Actually, I by the name called Viola Angelo, a student from Dr. John Balan Senior Secondary School, science student in Senior 3, and I'm playing in Gambut FC.
I'm called Nivela Tiara Anthony, player from Youngster, student at Equatoria Youth National University.
Cindy.
Moya Anthony, a student from Dr. John Balan Secondary School, Senior 3, science. Youngster.
Yes, I'm called Daniel, Mwaka Daniel. This one used to call me boy when I was very young. Yeah, I came with the team. I'm heading the team on COVID-19 for awareness. But now, we are going to talk about COVID-19 and some issues that is related to.
And the reason why we call you people here is to have a focused discussion with you people in regards to COVID-19 and US education. That's why we just wanted to understand from you. Now you are home, how are you living, whether you are studying from home or how are you getting connected to your school, with your teachers, with your community, with your lifestyle in the society. So we wanted to see how COVID-19, its impact on the learning and how it is affecting you girls, and how do you think that we can move forward and mitigate or reduce some of those challenges as an impact of COVID-19.
بكون بالزمن بكون هاي بيصير زمن طويل لو صير زمن طويل مدارس ما شغال في ناس ما قدروا مع الشغل في محلات أنا بيقولوا بكون ناس ما بيقولوا مش صرنا قاعدين هنا كلام اللي بيقولوا أيام ده بيلقوا كيف في بكون توم ما من هلا في ناس يقولوا كلام ده قاعدين بيجوا أيام ده كيف وأيام ده توم نبغى اللقاء أيام ده كيف في ناس يقولوا كلام ده ونزول Okay. Itu baga rogi bayan deke. Bugulu tunga kasul gide nus. Iru amija sade. Madara sama syangal. Taman madara sama syangal sade. Tum garing video. Pinas min tahun mabuli buat mahal wai min sabal le asi. Di lockdown. Hatta fi zaman deke da mabuli. Ma tahun barak hatta ana. Bugulu an idle mind is a devil workshop. O ana ala jus kida honorable Njima boarobo go the situation de ami jakke do nga la jori ke da ka ja ido ngido ka ngojima bakada gene fi bet aksar menena kulu lakin ta on lisa sharp kida hawa ka da ka bara ala bu be shabab abala ko haji ga de sunu ko bola na jiga de so de haja na bugulu one school map lo school map tumbukon biligo mashakil be parents sound bijuabe you must take bukon bugul letter don't get out of home matara barra min bed tabugul malo you must biju mashakil minita be you must take mashakil minita ba ko take mashakil minita ba ko take ta ko nasa de tumburan na bedero di letter on background aja muhim kalam kita aula kalam ta aliawa, it is
a problem. Nama bonusu, bakala monjima, do timore vibet. Tomun quest. So nojima baro bo timore bitala saba gura fi mahal kida. Timore baro bo njima bitala gura mahal kida. Lakin into with your boyfriends, it is difficult. Boyfriend agi, bukun bilugu, ita bi mission. Aja tu bamu bilugu, bukun gura suru merisa, inus nas, gathering, tama baro. Ita enak,
Salam alaikum. Safari kif? Itan ya worried, you look worried malu. It has to be free ya. Ina pana ta conquest. Akere feel free na bonus mata kafu, okay? Ina da ende ahawat debate and betul tak ina ben someone freely. Ya gwen na sadam ga kam na send boyfriend. Huh? Send boyfriend? Who's boyfriend free? Huh? Nama katia, guys. Nama katia. Huh? Kalau ada ni boyfriend, nama katia. Dia ada ni boyfriend. But I'm not going to stop the corona too much because corona will come, corona will go. Okay? But if you mess your future, you'll mess it forever. Okay? You're on social issues. I'm going to focus on early pregnancy, sexual life. Ina makafu, nasa ningali mama nusukamta sex the banat. It is bad. Asana mago nusukamta sex the banat gi hamil sambala because mafzo go nusulongo. Ma tena abutena ikafu nusukalamata lena. So ina gurali min bara. Boyfriend tana bijami nangalis how sex is yala takura hamil. Taka hamil zaman tanta ikarbo future take school mafi. Life becomes very hard later. Jata give stress min parents and command. So the issue is around we can't be bed. That's why I said corona will come. Corona will come and will go. Okay? But you will be here. So how you decide about your future education is very important. Lana personally, I beg to differ from what a bit. Lana personally, at your age, I don't encourage sexual life. I don't. At this age, I don't. I know a few boyfriends, so like I know so don't do it. I know you might do it. But in Lana personally, I don't encourage that thing. Because the moment you start having sexual intercourse, you will get used to it. A lot of things come, Piayan, HIV by the way. In again, you counter HIV, in again focus for corona. I get for AIDS, get it for hella. But I'm not going to counter AIDS. Tabi hamil, takan hamil, bukan raja takan jual, bukan jual sukuruji, maberudu, baba tak jana negara, anak bosu, menak tahu lagi tap, jatah kepada bulu nabu, tamen di gurus kifaya, so zuruf lagi zuruf kita. So I'm going to be open. You're like my sisters.
Mata itu fursa في حياتك كده. أي نعم. فترة بتاع إجازات بالمناسبة أنا أديك قريب كم بنات في التيم تبعي كلها حملوا ده نسيان ليه؟ لأنه كان تمارين ما في وبالمناسبة تمارين ده كان بيحل مشاكل بتاع بنات دي يعني هو كان مشي كان جا من بيته وحضر تمرين وبكل اللياقات بتاعه بيمشي في البيت بكون فتران ما عنده زمن تاني قال لي يا حبيبي ولا شنو لأنه جسم تو بكون نايم وبكون ما عنده شهوة قالوا قرا قبل رجل ودرا نوم رجل لأنه جسم تو تعبان ده حاجات انا ذات الدولة الرياضية يمكن انت كمستمر رياضة كامل انت ما بكون انت شهوة انت قاعد تدرس نوم راجل لان انت ويك ما عندك قوة وانت كان راه نوم راجل انت جاي من هناك ده انت ما بقى رامر التمرين يعني انت برضه تعبان فترة بسيطة يا سيبوا بنات كله يمشي يعمل حركات ده اهو احنا ما دايرين فوق كامبين وتمارين كده رجع تمارين يكون مستمر عشان بيصلح وذاته جزء من العلاج بتاع كورونا لأنه كل ما تبذل عرق وكل ما تبذل قوة بتاع تعب في الجسم كورونا ما بيلقى في الجسم بتاعك فرصة عشان يبقى مشكلة وقراءة ده مهم يا جماعة قراءة ده مهم بس ذكر تعب ده هما ده قالوا قراءة في الكاسة براءة كرج براءة وين عشان يوفر لك قروش عليك براءة بيبو جزمة بيبو شنطة Eta ba we do fish. Fish na eta body low ben uma ta ide kana molana kida. Eta na mantakbar wala eta kana kida. Awwal haja biniya mahma kana zuruf mumkin la aulad. ولا يمكن ينسى أحد لكن بنية حتى كان طالع شرموطة يا جماعة ما بنسى أمته وأبوته.
طبعا نعرفكم كل players. طبعا لايف تاعي كل كنا نجينا على بكرة. ترى to be a player you have to be disciplined. Playing is just like you can ina figure ina kamina gain with parents and referees, coaches, years old as the gram and Yagir parents. And I believe advice is some cater we change life in Kura. Yet I can go by Zaman Finasanin can Kura, can Zolgala Kura. Zola stubborn, Almagasma advice to coach. What happens? We give a coffee the team. Yara Wajana or Letum. Jenasal Josie. It's not yet too late for you guys to fix yourselves. If you do not enough, you can good. So long as it can determine, it has my advices are not a good let them get in experience your life, Alman go let them get experience al brother, I say I met them. Can't too much more calamadel. If Mbamulu, Ajat, wonders, Altamaga expect.
Ita kalas baga Josida. Okay? It has a kalas baga Jubilan Abugan debate. So what you should do, if there are some cases, sit down with your parents, talk with them. What are the forced marriage? Be so about the Josa lakin ita pala ligo tabe na ita barang. Ligo parang sa kemaki for lakin ligo kalas mo na ko lubugan. Tab data pala liga na. So it is very very important. If there is issue, galera Josita takes up his school. Ons ma parents. Oma kan maga suma. Uma ta kon yadeni. Tab jonu sulo. Kaya filanta ja fibet kida.
This COVID-19 have affected the life of the girls. For instance, by the time they are studying in the school, let me take just physical myself. For me, I don't used to fear people, I used to talk directly. So, concerning about myself, by the time I was in the school, even though my boy lover have told me just maybe Viola come, whatever, if I want to deceive him that, hey my friend, tomorrow we are having a test or we are having a experiment, whatever, I don't have time. Actually, that time, someone will have something to tell, to this boy lover, but this now. If you say that maybe I'm having some work, whatever, just he will tell you that, don't deceive me. You've been at home since morning. What are some of the job, that domestic job, you have not declared? I will just say, even you have nothing to tell him. Now even we have one case, even I have had it, but I don't know. Even just I have had it, and I think it's a true case. There was a boy, even that boy is studying with us in Dr. John Gallan's school. So now that boy was caught in a, I don't know, in a prison. It's because of another lady that they have bought the child out, whatever. And I think that is all because of this COVID-19. If COVID-19 was not to be there, maybe that boy was going to commit himself in the study and even will not have time to have sex with the lady.
Some of the parents are some of my parents from neighbors. As a little more, they are letting them to begin like a school, maybe pata, or at a gallery that maybe the mafia, some mafia, and the previous person to again in a country, then they just hasa biga mafanya ta min sabazo bigin la hada sira lazo da to be fili kereta moja aja kanza taza mba beramo eta be fiki na kereta omina ola kama batsa muta we ba pasi we bara ngole sala tunza phone ngiri sinko ni sima tunza skin ma pete aleta eta ba njoo video aleta be border gidam taki kien mtu border ana bisi takira zaida kanta bukunda basi mtu border to dia min border to de vera privada ron suleta kalma tani zato atana ko kama adena suma kenta dia ola tana busa tempa eta bro muslomo kida kombe kutu kama kigeba santa kaligeta fiban besa nasima foto ribado kipita asa kanta mo musukalam kalita ana kipita onisuni wana bamle ya hajara na dera mo
I by the name called Viola Angelo. So we've been discussing about the issue of coronavirus, COVID-19, and have some of the consequences especially we girls. So one of it is early child marriage, the issue of sexual intercourse, and even the issue of STI. So, ladies and gentlemen, actually, coronavirus has brought us to the destiny whereby our ladies are going to drop out in the school because even coronavirus has stopped us from studies and even has stopped us from many things. So to update it is just we have to maintain the prevention so that we can keep ourselves safe.
My brother, my sister, papa, mama, and pikin. Corona, no big pass us. We go fight time, we go win. As long as we remember to always do the right thing. Wash your hands, love each other. We go win.
Coronavirus, kaso lo yet be moyo ne dif o be sabon. Kaso lo yet be moyo o sabon. Coronavirus de ayan al kap katul sol tuale. Sabon o moyo kaso lo yet diamond. But isirin de giga kaso
kiss from afar. Use soap and water to wage war. Let's show this thing who we are. We are special, we're courageous, we are awesome human beings. We do super, we get power, we can conquer anything. If we hear word and obey laws and exercise discipline. Wash your hands, love each other, we go, we know. If it be like say, you know well, like it's something you do. All the people that you love, don't go around spreading rumors, 'cause fake news won't help anyone. You are special, you're courageous, you're a caged human being. You too much, oh, you get power, you can conquer anything. Only if you hear word and obey laws and exercise discipline. Wash your hands, love one another, we go, we know. My brother, my sister, papa, mama, and pikin. COVID-19, no big pass, we
دولة ما بتكون دولة. كان المنظمات اللي بتصير يوم كده عملوا اجتماع وورينا كلام ناس باخد بهم لكن ما يتناف. As they introduce that the people will assign officially and to still awareness the community fully. So then coronavirus and all that media كل أجاد في سرير الناس بدافع نفسه من الكورونا سرير الكورونا ما عنده دواء ده كله لكن أجاد أفتك المال الناس بدافع نفسه من الكورونا ما في أجاد أصلا ديسماس أجاد بكتوده ما في sometimes أجاد بكتوده يده ما في according to معلومات بتاع كورونا فيروس بيقول الكورونا فيروس ده protect your hand يا جاد وانت بتكون ماسك بتكون في ديستنس في حاجات بتاعته في حاجات في كونتينر بتاع مويه بكتو مويه بكتو صابون ناس بقدر كان كسروا يد بتاعه فوق لا حاجات تانيين سبيشال بكون في حاجه ده فريش
Ai and kitani de kutu pije de kulu. De kulu ajat at semina nas ubagda tam te dafa na fusu be coronavirus. So ajat manya. Ajat ubagda balgaw fi Madina. Lakin fi beled kede ajat ma balga nafsu. Azkiri tati ma balga ajat. Because now in the country we have a financial problem, especially economic problem. We affect us as the soldiers now. Lakin challenges in the PJ, the challenges are. So ajad bita the fire bita coronavirus kulu maina na wala gisa white market. Masker bitana also gisa bitan for him jamakanti na. Kada mas. Udifa the guard bitana da asa go bitana da fi fagai ko filobuni. Nasa male na bara alfo. Chalo corona jafi nus bitana. Ubagdera shir dol bito udera shiru and benafadu bago. These are our mandates. You have it or mafi, we are men to defend our country. And dawla bitana benadu South Sudan. These are our mandates. Uday our kalam, na dera uday. Sometime barbidia jara kalam tarikho, na our barbidu kamana. Area da kulu. Lojaina maina aje nena bedel achanta kachibu buri do negative or positive. And let them tell the people exactly to know coronavirus they feel one mark. Lakini asa nas gadin fi suspicious. Nas ma bari damuno aya wala damuno ma aya. Lakini the country, especially the task force, low into resources, let them provide the testing machine. Maboso. About the top of them. Back in there.
Ourselves with the current situation which is really taking place at the site of Jelly. We got now currently by that time there were over 2,000 trucks. The parking area is not really enough. So some of the trucks are on the road, some are just parked outside the bench. The truck drivers, including the business women who are there preparing food, the Boroboda guys, they have been congested in one place. There's no social distancing. They don't have water for hand washing. Our officers, they're not being protected. They're intermingling freely. I mean, you have a high risk of bringing the virus now to all the parts of the community. Responding to action point 5, risk communication to expand. To expand, informing drivers on the importance of hand washing. Just information. Was this one done?
Not done.
How can these people survive then? We have our organized forces who are here in Numule. They are working tirelessly, right from day one. Border. We have 13 illegal entry points. It's not easy for the team in Numula alone to seal this border.
I want to tell you also, as you are going, once again, wherever, there's no awareness. So I just want to give you that message so you also, when you are talking of the community, we are the part of the community also. As I'm talking now, I'm a community member now. But later you may get me in uniform. You may not know that this is a person who was with us. So my message to you is, you make consideration also to them.
You might have gone around the market, you see people gathering, there is no social distance, there is people move without the mask. People are just gathering, don't know what is happening, and people continue to shake hands. Despite the fact that there are a lot of information being packed on
We started receiving 32 illegal travelers who entered the country. And it took us a while for that to resolve. All the stockholders within Numule, they were part of that meeting. We started meeting from 4, it ended around 9 coming to 10 p.m. And there was no solution. I got in touch with the DG got in touch with the Secretary General in the state. Our Inspector for Police got in touch with the IGP in Juba. The initial measure was conducted. The Minister for Health at the national level was conducted. No response. That was the first challenge that we started confronted with in Numule. Numule is not like other places in the Eastern Equatoria. The challenge that we are facing here is huge. It has overwhelmed the team on the ground. As we talk, we have collected more than 5,000 samples from 24th of April until around 23rd of this month. But all in all, only 600 results came. Over 4,000 is still stranded in Juba, Lab. These are the challenges that we cannot address. That's why these are the challenges which need the attention of the high-level sector. Any support from the state. So it is very important today you are here, also to link the challenge that we are facing here with the state. And we shall tax you also to support the team since you are part of the team. You are part of the team so that we can get. But now we are looking at the numbers of travelers per day here to Juba is more than 200.
There should be a pass orders for border men. For most of our people, we are using border. Anyone who is driving should be having special border. Come with a very innovative idea. We can have jingles like for 30 minutes or 45 minutes jingle, like in form of a drama that demonstrates the worst part of COVID-19, because people want to hear how terrible it is so that they can feel that it is really a bad thing so that they can protect themselves. So I think the issue of radio drama on COVID-19 and having some jingles. The jingles should also, we know that here we have different communities in Nimule. We should have different languages of those communities who are here in Nimule so that they can also listen to those and understand the message in the jingles about COVID-19. But we also want to just observe, I see there's a lot of needs that's needed here, that need a national government attention. I don't know how you guys are so much connected to raise these issues. I think this needs also more of an advocacy, because what I'm hearing here is really very, very alarming.
There is another way you can have mass that you don't use the tailors, right? We can see WHO or the health practitioners concerned can advise on what material. Every person you can get a handkerchief that is in form of a mask. That will be a bit cheaper. When you get that handkerchief, there is a way you roll it. Actually, when we are in it, we have to train some children who are going to the market not to wait for that mask. You can have a piece of paper like this, which you will have to roll this side. You roll this way. In the training, we have to do that. But you have 2 rubber bands. 2 rubber bands at least, very cheap. It will not be high. 2 rubber bands which you have like this. This side you roll like this. The other side, you roll. Then you put it. When you put the rubber band here in the middle, you put it in the middle, you fold it to cover. You fold it on to cover. Shortly to enter into the market. It helps. For emergency, like if you are traveling and you have a handkerchief, and the county guys have decreed that people must have, and at least we will have people who do not have. We ask them, do you have a handkerchief? Yeah, you are sure you are, yeah. You can take it and have a rubber band and put it temporary.
Inmates need to be reduced. There are people who have minor cases who cannot be there. For example, if somebody is left with 3 months or 2 months and it's a minor case, it's not a murder case, he can be pardoned and released to go. These are some issues. Not only there, even here in the police. In the police we have cases. And in one day you can get 3, 6 people in one group. You don't know who is sick and who is not sick. These are some things. It is very, very, very difficult to address such issues. Because here, the cells we have here, there are like 3. It may not be enough. 10 of the people are from the country. 3/4 of the population here are not highly educated on COVID-19 even.
Wanapunna siku kita kuka buri pila lejita lala juna kenisi kwa sababu kopia na ke ita maru zola fiji leta guruze zola fiji sama mwita kido kasu lida nene jaja lefi yala kacha konda ngeni salam zenene kelegen mafi kanda kenen sava bien bonjour okay, thank you. ما لزول واحد
moyo baada inake hadi sabuni baada inake hadi lakini mushkila basi mara maraji